Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome back to Monday Night Raw, where tonight we determine a competitor in the Money in the Bank ladder match. We determine who will face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. And we find out who our tag team champions are. Let's kick off the show. So here we go, the first matchup of the evening is an 8-man battle royal to determine who will be going on to Money in the Bank. That's right, they'll be going into the Money in the Bank matchup. The first of these competitors is Angelo Dawkins, one half of the Street Profits. All of these competitors in this match are the tag teams that we drafted that aren't in the tag team title match, which is the main event this evening between the Usos and the New Day. The next competitor in this matchup is the gold standard himself, Shelton Benjamin, one half of the Hurt Business. Shelton Benjamin he's teased his way to the top of WWE before, and been in many Money in the Bank ladder matches before, but he's never won one. Can he make it to Money in the Bank yet again and maybe take that briefcase home? Next up is a one half of Legado del Fantasma, or 1/3 should I say of Legado del Fantasma, Raul Mendoza. Remember last week Santos Escobar didn't manage to get the victory and get that Intercontinental Championship. That instead was Johnny Gargano. Now Raul Mendoza, could he possibly get the victory and head to the Money in the Bank ladder match? Speaking of Johnny Gargano, he'll be facing Cesaro at Survivor Series, as Cesaro won the United States Championship for Smackdown. Next up is the other half of the Hurt Business. That's right, it's Cedric Alexander, a former Cruiserweight champion, has never quite managed to capitalise on the momentum he had. Or maybe he can come away with the victory here and get that Money in the Bank briefcase. And here is the other half of Legado del Fantasma. It is Joaquin Wilde. That's right, remember obviously these guys are tag team partners, but when you've got the chance to get into that Money in the Bank ladder match, it wouldn't surprise me if we see a few shades of tension between these tag teams. And here comes possibly the bookies' favourite for this match. It's the hotly loved Montez Ford. Montez Ford is one of the hottest prospects in WWE at the moment. Can he take advantage of that, win this match, go into the Money in the Bank ladder match, see off all the other competitors including Sami Zayn, and get that briefcase? And here we are, one half of the Banished, which is Murphy and Mustafa Ali. It is Murphy, a man who has also held the Cruiserweight Championship. He knows what gold around his waist feels like. And maybe, just maybe, he wants that back. And maybe in the form of getting it through the Money in the Bank briefcase. And here is the other half of the Banished. It is Mustafa Ali. These two formed their tag team partnership, I've been told backstage, through the fact that they were both outcast. They were both outcasted by Vince McMahon. Vince never believed in these two men, so they have banded together to try and achieve greatness together. And with a victory today, it would be the first step in that. And here we go, the 8-man battle royal to determine the next competitor in the Money in the Bank match is here, and we've already got an elimination. Montez Ford has already eliminated Raul Mendoza. Joaquin Wilde is on his own. Montez Ford is now going for Joaquin Wilde. Montez Ford is trying to eliminate Legado del Fantasma at the very start of this. Maybe he's seen them as competitors, as we see Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander going for. Remember, there's been frictions in the Hurt Business recently, so maybe they're taking out their frustrations on one another, or maybe they're pretending to be taking it out on one another. So everyone else in the match ignores them and leaves them to it. We can see Angelo Dawkins taking it to Murphy, but that was enough to make Mustafa Ali go for him. Joaquin Wilde's gone for Montez Ford. He's trying to get rid of Montez Ford. He's trying to get revenge for Montez eliminating Raul Mendoza within the first seconds of this matchup. But I think it might be too early to try and push Montez Ford out of this match. Cedric Alexander's in trouble. Cedric's in trouble. But Shelton Benjamin somehow missed Cedric Alexander and didn't manage to eliminate him. I think there's a conspiracy theory going on here, including the Hurt Business. These two aren't actually fighting each other. They're just trying to distract everyone else from actually focusing on them. As Cedric Alexander here has gone for Joaquin Wilde. I thought he was going to try and eliminate him, but not quite. Remember, we've got a lot of these guys are known for their high-flying offense, but in a battle royal, they can't do that, as Murphy has been eliminated by the gold standard Shelton Benjamin here, which is leaving Mustafa Ali to carry the Banish name on his own. Montez Ford is now trying to take advantage of Shelton Benjamin celebrating that elimination to try and take out Shelton Benjamin. As what's happened here? Angelo Dawkins is outside the ring. That was an illegal elimination. I don't know what happened there, but it's classed as an elimination, and Angelo Dawkins is out of this match. I don't know what happened there. It seemed to me as if Angelo went underneath the bottom rope or eliminated himself. I don't know what happened there, but something must have possessed Angelo Dawkins to almost eliminate himself from this matchup. And that leaves the Street Profits with only Montez Ford now with a chance of getting into the Money in the Bank match, which, funnily enough, is leaving the Hurt Business on their own, and Montez Ford is out. Joaquin Wilde gets the revenge. He gets revenge on Montez Ford for eliminating Raul Mendoza. And the Street Profits, surprisingly, are already out of this matchup. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins will not be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Remember, although you might win for the pride of your team, only you go into that match. So if Shelton Benjamin goes on to win this match, Cedric Alexander won't be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Just to clarify that up for people. But this match has gone so quickly. We are down to our final four, and two of them are from the exact same team. So this is going extremely well for the Hurt Business. They've just got to learn to fight together and outlast Mustafa Ali and Joaquin Wilde. It's going to be a tough task. Remember, last week, Santos Escobar didn't manage to win the Battle Royal. So maybe this is Legado del Fantasma's chance to get a victory underneath their belt. Although Shelton Benjamin is going to try and stop him there. We just saw some double team action on Mustafa Ali by the Hurt Business. This has been a calculated performance by the Hurt Business, and a surprising one at that. We've spoke about the ruptions in their team. Although Joaquin Wilde has eliminated Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin is out of this matchup. And I don't think Cedric Alexander has realised. He's realised it now with Joaquin Wilde celebrating. He is on his own. So, Joaquin Wilde, Cedric Alexander or Mustafa Ali will be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Joaquin Wilde is in a lot of trouble here. Cedric Alexander is going to try and get revenge, but he doesn't manage to do it. Joaquin Wilde has kind of been the MVP in this match. He's managed to eliminate Montez Ford, managed to eliminate Shelton Benjamin as well. It's been an incredible performance by Joaquin Wilde. Mustafa Ali's going to the top rope. Oh, it's a lovely 450 splash onto Cedric Alexander. That's going to put him in a world of hurt. Is he going to, minus the pun, apologies there, but they're going to try and eliminate now Cedric Alexander. The Hurt Business were in prime position to win this matchup. And if Mustafa Ali gets this here, the Hurt Business will be completely out in this match and not have a chance of being in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Joaquin Wilde is taking this moment to kind of relax here, as Cedric Alexander does manage to stay in this matchup. All of these men, I think, have held gold in the company. We've had Cedric Alexander hold the Cruiserweight Championship. We've had Mustafa Ali, I think, hold the United States Championship, and I think we've had JOAQUIN Wilde hold the Tag Team Championship. So, you know, all of these men know what gold feels like, but none of them know what main event gold feels like. We're giving an opportunity to one of these 3 men now. We've gone from 8 to 3 in very quick succession, as Mustafa Ali was actually going to try and take a break there, but Cedric Alexander has taken advantage of Mustafa Ali's lapse of concentration and eliminated Mustafa Ali. Cedric Alexander has eliminated Mustafa Ali. We are down to Cedric Alexander and JOAQUIN Wilde at the end of this matchup. Oh, is that the lumbar check? I think that's the lumbar check by Cedric Alexander. Can Cedric take advantage? Can Cedric eliminate him? He doesn't seem to want to. He wants to deal more damage to JOAQUIN Wilde, and he's doing exactly that. JOAQUIN Wilde is hurting right now, although he did have a little breather earlier on while Cedric and Mustafa were fighting it out. He's in trouble. He goes over the top rope and he's out. Cedric Alexander will be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. The Hurt Business's plan worked to absolute perfection there. And that means that Cedric Alexander joins Sami Zayn in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That is one hell of a competitor to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and one you really wouldn't have wanted to see there. This is a huge opportunity now for Cedric. He's a man that has never had an opportunity at main event title, and he's about to get it. And do not knock the help he got from Shelton Benjamin either. After that incredible matchup, we are here for the singles match between Asuka and Shayna Baszler. If you recall back to the Fatal 4-Way last week, Becky Lynch won that Fatal 4-Way by putting Bayley through the table, which means that Bayley cannot compete for the Raw Women's Championship. But Asuka and Shayna Baszler technically didn't lose that match. They weren't put through a table. Them two were just completely left in the dark. So they will battle it out in a singles match right now. Asuka and Shayna Baszler to go through to next week to fight Becky Lynch for that Raw Women's Championship. Wait, I'm getting news from backstage. That there's some scuffle going on. Cut to it now. Something is going on, and it seems like Dexter Lumis is taking out Logan Paul. But why? Why would you do that? We were thought we might get a little promo from Logan Paul, who is signed for the company, but he's just been taken out by Dexter Lumis. And the second competitor in this singles match is Shayna Baszler. That's right, one of the most dominant NXT Women's Championships. Probably the 2 most dominant NXT Women's Champions are battling it out to fight Becky Lynch next week. We've got to see the best out of either of these 2 women to take down the other one. It's going to be a hard-fought battle for sure, but let's see who comes out on top. And here we go, our highly anticipated matchup. The moment we heard last week that these 2 women would be facing each other one-on-one for the chance to face Becky Lynch, all the fans have been clamoring for it. Just these 2 women know each other through and through, and they're just going to take each other to their limits. This is a dream matchup for sure. We've seen them cross paths in the past, but right now this is a pivotal moment in this universe mode. If they don't get the victory here, this could almost spell the end for them, really, as they will go to the back of the line with the likes of Bayley and have to try and fight and claw their way to get a women's championship spot. As Asuka's really getting the best of these early stages. Shayna's not managed to get into this matchup at all, but that mistake right there by Asuka has just opened the door for Shayna Baszler. You do not make a mistake when Shayna Baszler is in the ring, because she will punish you. She really will. Although Shayna made a mistake there herself by showboating early on. As I said, these 2 know each other through and through, and they will want to try and one-up each other. Remember, both of these 2 women pretty much use the same submission as well. They both go for that sleeper hold. So, you know, these 2 are both going to want to make each other either tap out or pass out. And that's going to take a lot of will and desire to try and take down the other woman. We currently do not know who the women's champion is for SmackDown yet, so we don't know who the competitor at Survivor Series will be. But remember, with the women's championship match next week, the winner of that will go on to Survivor Series to face SmackDown's women's champion and take that flag for Raw to the pay-per-view. It's going to be... If I'm literally putting these women through turmoil right now. You know, one of these two women will have to fight 3 weeks on the bounce, and then if they win the women's championships, 4 weeks on the bounce. So they'll definitely deserve a break from in-ring competition, that is for sure. Because there was no better way of finding out who the best woman on the roster would be without taking the 4 best women to the absolute limit. As we have our first pinfall here, but it doesn't even get a 1 count, just proving the toughness of Asuka right there. Although Shayna Baszler is tough herself, Asuka is one of the toughest women on the roster. So it wouldn't surprise me if these two go on for like half an hour at this rate. As Shayna is just going at it on Asuka. She's pounding down on Asuka right about now. Or she seems to be putting her in a submission hold. That is a very crafty submission hold, that is for sure. Probably one Asuka has been in before, but she manages to get out with almost ease there. Asuka's just not fazed by anything that Shayna Baszler throws at her. And if I was Shayna Baszler, I'd be really, really concerned right now, because everything you are throwing at her just is not working. Asuka just does not look phased. No matter how much you throw at her, she is not being phased whatsoever. And remember, both of these women survived a tables match last week, so they know resilience really, really well. So they're not, you know, their resilience and their desire for this sport is not going to be questioned whatsoever by the fans or by the general manager or even by the other women's competitors. Becky Lynch will be watching backstage intently to find out who she's going to face, because she has history with these two. Shayna Baszler she has less history with, but Asuka she has a lot of history with, does Becky Lynch. As that was a 6 count there by the referee. Shayna Baszler struggling to get in the ring as, that kick to the face right there has really just changed the momentum of the matchup. Asuka, who managed to get momentum back, has just lost it yet again. And Shayna's just back to decimating each individual part of Asuka's body. She's just taking it to her arms, and now just putting her forearms to her head. It's literally just mutilation of Asuka's body right now. As here we go, Shayna Baszler lifts her up and takes her down. She's got her in the sleeper hold. Can Asuka survive it, or will Asuka tap out? We can't see whether she is going to tap out or not. Asuka's been in this for a little while now. Is she out? She's managed to get herself out of it. That is incredible heart by Asuka there. Asuka managing to get out of the sleeper hold by Shayna Baszler. I thought there was going to be a hip attack there by Asuka, but Asuka's managed to catch her off guard, puts her in the Asuka lock now. Can Shayna Baszler use the same heart and desire to get out of the Asuka lock, similar to how Asuka got out of Shayna Baszler's? I think Shayna's managed to get out. Shayna has managed to get out of the Asuka lock, so they both managed to get out of each other's finishes. I told you that their heart and desire would be the thing that carries this matchup, and this matchup could last forever with these two. And that just proves it right there. They have thrown everything at each other, including their finishes, and it is still not enough. Asuka's dazed though here. Shayna Baszler's going to try and take advantage. Is she going to take advantage? It seems like she might. She puts her in the sleeper hold again. Can Asuka survive a second sleeper hold? There's no way. Surely there's no way Asuka's going to survive 2 sleeper holds by Shayna Baszler. Many people don't even survive 1. I think Shayna Baszler released the finisher. Did Shayna Baszler not believe that she could win that matchup there. She's gone for the elbow drop. Is that enough to take down Asuka? 2, 3. Shayna Baszler, realizing that she couldn't submit Asuka, let her go, went for the elbow drop just for one final hit to the heart of Asuka, and that just takes her down for the 3 count. She couldn't get her to submit, but she could keep her down for the 1, the 2, and the 3. Shayna Baszler goes on to next week to fight Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship as Asuka walks away dejected and disappointed that she didn't manage to make it to week 3 to face Becky Lynch. Without further ado, it's the main event of the evening. The Tag Team Championships are on the line as the New Day face off against the Usos. The New Day have come out here actually without Big E. Now, if you're wondering what in the world, what is going on with Big E? Why isn't he in all of these matchups? Well, for the 4-on-4 Survivor Series matchup, it will be Big E and AJ Styles with the 2 losers of the triple threat in week 3 between Roman Reigns, Keith Lee and Seth Rollins. I wanted to build the best 4-man team to take down Straight Edge's 4-man team. So I needed Big E and AJ Styles, 2 veterans at this point. You know, Big E at the peak of his career right now. AJ Styles has been at his best for years upon years and it has this veteran instinct. I needed both of them in the 4v4. And they will be joined by the 2 members from the triple threat next week. And here we go. The Bloodline are out here right now. The Usos, although Sami Zayn has the Titantron, the Usos are out here right now with Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns has sent Sami Zayn out there. You could see the disgruntled look on Jay, but unfortunately for Jay, he's going to have to deal with the fact that Sami Zayn is there with them. Unfortunately for Jay, as you can tell, he's trying to take the big man position in this matchup, but Sami Zayn has been sent out there. Maybe Roman doesn't believe that the Usos can win this matchup on their own, and the penny belts are back. That's right, the WWE Tag Team Championships are here. The penny belts are here. See the referee lift them up. That is what they're competing for in this matchup. Now, is it a controversial decision to leave Big E in the back when Sami Zayn has been sent out there? Surely you would think that Big E should be out there with the New Day, but the New Day apparently backstage had an altercation with Big E, telling him, no, you've got to stay behind, you've got to train for that 4v4 matchup. And we're going to see whether that was the right decision in the end. Jimmy and Xavier Woods are starting off this matchup. Remember all the history between the New Day and the Usos. These 2 teams have been rivals for years now. They have competed for this exact bout over and over again. So these 2 teams know each other through and through. But the question is, which one will get the upper hand in this matchup? The winner of this matchup will actually face Imperium at Survivor Series. So I knew we would need the best of the best to take down Straight Edge's side, and I'm so glad I put the New Day and the Usos together in this matchup. These are 2 of the most decorated teams in the past decade. So they know how to win matches. They know how to win Tag Team Championships matches, and they know how to win them against each other. It's just all about who is going to come away with those tag titles. So far, Sami Zayn hasn't been involved, as that's our first pinfall, but it seems like Jay released the pinfall controversially, maybe knowing that Xavier Woods was going to try and save Kofi Kingston there. Just maybe trying to test the waters and see what he can get. But Sami Zayn is staying a bit quiet on the outside. I wonder whether that's intentional, whether he even will get involved, whether he needs to get involved. But so far, the Usos have been the ones in charge of this matchup. As Kofi Kingston, though, has managed to turn the tide on Jay and take advantage. As Kofi is gone for the dropkick. That is an incredible springboard dropkick by Kofi Kingston on Jey Uso. We knew he had some amazing moves in his repertoire, but I've never seen him perform that one, especially flying all the way across to the other side of the ring. That was an incredible move by Kofi Kingston. And Jay is trying to take him to the corner. He does, and I think he busted open Kofi Kingston as well. I think he has. We can't see Kofi Kingston's face right now, but I think it is busted open. I thought Jay was going to try and get the tag to Jimmy, but maybe the hothead is just, maybe he's just lost his head a little bit. And especially with bringing out blood on Kofi Kingston this early on. Kofi Kingston's in a world of trouble. Jimmy's going to take advantage though, puts him in the Boston Crab. Xavier Woods is going to try and help him out, but he doesn't need the help as Kofi manages to get out. Although, I thought Jay was going to get thrown out the ring by Kofi, similar to how Jay threw Xavier Woods out the ring, but that didn't seem to work. The Usos, maybe there's a bit of ring rust here between the New Day. Maybe Kofi and Xavier haven't gotten used to teaming with each other once again since Big E's rise, as the Usos, who have been teaming with each other for that entire time, are going at it right now. Kofi's just saved Xavier Woods from a super kick by Jey Uso there. Although Xavier Woods has got to be careful, he's got a 5 count to get out of this ring. Kofi Kingston is taking it to Jay though, and it's like Xavier's just spelled blood in the water. They're taking it to Jey Uso. They do not like Jey Uso one bit, because they are taking it to him right now. I mean, he was the one to bust open Kofi Kingston. Kofi going for the pin now, but Jimmy getting in there really, really quick there, and managing, by the looks of it, to possibly be taking out Xavier Woods. But Xavier Woods gets saved by Kofi Kingston, who then in turn gets taken down by Jimmy Uso. This has been an Usos masterclass so far. No wonder Sami Zayn hasn't had to get involved. And that's a super kick right there to Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston is in a lot of trouble. Jay's trying to drag him into the middle of the ring, possibly to try and pin him, but he doesn't manage to. He's only just managed to actually drag Kofi Kingston's prone body into the middle of the ring. As that's 1, that's 2. I thought that was a 3. I thought Xavier Woods messed up there by not going into the ring, but he trusted Kofi there to kick out, and he does kick out, but Kofi does not look in a good way. He does not, if you saw his eyes there, he doesn't know where he is right now. He's absolutely dazed, and Jay's now taking it. It looked like he was going to take him to the corner. He is taking him to the corner, but he took far too much time there to take Kofi to the corner. And Kofi's going to try and take Jay himself into the corner. As Kofi right now, DDT, gets momentum back. He's gone for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jay. I don't know, maybe Kofi has been knocked a little bit silly there, because usually you wouldn't go for the pin after moves like that, but he does right there. I don't have any idea why. He's going to go for it again. A little bit of deja vu. Is he going to go for the pin again? No, he's not. He's going to go for the boom drop. I thought he was going to go for the boom drop, but instead goes for a knee to the face, maybe trying to bust open Jey Uso there. But Jay gets momentum. Kofi needs to get out of this ring. He goes for the hot tag. He gets the hot tag to Xavier Woods. And now the 2 fresh men in this matchup, Xavier Woods and Jimmy Uso, are going at it. But Jimmy's just super kicked Xavier Woods. That's rope break. You can't do that right there. You can't pin too close to the ropes. Kofi Kingston is out on the floor right now. That was the perfect opportunity for the Usos, and Jimmy might have just wasted it, as Xavier Woods is building up momentum. The springboard DDT. Come on, Xavier. The crowd are going wild, are hoping for Xavier to get the New Day back into this matchup. Is he going to manage to do it? Come on, Xavier. He's gone for the pin. 1, Oh, but it's broken up by Jay. The Usos' camaraderie is just taking them through this match really easily. But Xavier's managed to remove Jay from the match. Come on, can he get the elbow drop in on Jimmy? He gets, oh, I thought he was going to get hit, the frog splash there. But no, Jimmy gets the knees up. But Kofi Kingston is back. He's back and might be able to help out Xavier Woods right here. Oh my God, is Jimmy going to bust up open Xavier Woods? I don't think he did, but I think that was an attempt to. There is no love lost here as there's a super kick to Xavier Woods. And he is literally just taking it to Xavier Woods right now. He is trying to bust open Xavier Woods. The nice days of where the Usos and the New Day came together. Remember when the Usos actually helped Kofi Kingston on his way to get that WWE Championship. And here the Usos, that nice version of the Usos is gone. Roman's influence on the Usos and on the bloodline has just clouded everything that made the crowd love the Usos and made the New Day have such respect for the Usos. Maybe that respect is going right now. As Xavier Woods leaves the ring, I don't know what Xavier Woods is doing here. He's going around the outside. He's attacking Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, who's done absolutely nothing in this matchup. Xavier Woods has just attacked Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was innocent. What's going on? Maybe this matchup has just taken far too much out of both of these guys. The respect, as I said, seems to be gone between these two. And maybe that includes Sami Zayn by proxy here. As Xavier Woods is just taking it to Jimmy right now. Jimmy currently, I don't think has a clue where he is. Xavier Woods is just battering him on the outside of the ring. He takes him down to the ground. He's stunned Jimmy Uso. They might be getting a count out here. Is it Xavier Woods going for a count out victory? He might just be. There's no way. There's no way. What is going on? I thought there was going to be a count-out victory, but Jimmy manages to get back into the ring. Was that heelish tendencies there by the New Day? I didn't expect to see the New Day turn heel here, but those seem like heelish tendencies. Are the Usos corrupting them here? What is going on? Jimmy's gone to the top. And it's, oh, what a lovely, by the looks of it, sort of Samoan drop style on Xavier Woods. He's tagged in Jey Uso right now. Jey Uso's gone to the top ropes, but Kofi Kingston seems to want to take him down. The frog splash on Xavier Woods. The pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's been broken up by Kofi Kingston. But Xavier Woods is in a lot of trouble right now, and Kofi has been thrown out of the ring. If the Usos can take this advantage right now, they have this match all said and done. All they've got to do is get Xavier Woods back down to the ground, but Xavier, again, being the hero for the New Day, he's trying to take down the Usos almost on his own here. Lost in the woods right now. There we go on Jimmy Uso. Come on, Kofi Kingston is back. He can back up his boy in Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods is almost doing this on his own in terms of dealing the damage to the Usos. He's gone for the pin. 1, and it's broken up by Jey Uso. As I said, this partnership between the Usos, they just know where each other are at all times. As Kofi Kingston has taken down Jimmy, Jay's on the outside of the ring. This could be the perfect opportunity now for the New Day. The New Day have an opportunity to take down the Usos. Are they going to manage to do it? He's taken down Jimmy. Can he keep him down? This is a huge opportunity right now for the New Day. But again, they just take too much time, and in comes Jay on the outside. As there's the Samoan drop there by Xavier Woods on Xavier Woods by Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy again is trying to bust open Xavier Woods, but he doesn't manage to do it. Jimmy's gone to the top rope again. He's going for the frog splash. Xavier Woods has eaten so much damage. 1, 2. He's taken him out. And 3. The Usos and the Bloodline win the Tag Team Championships. It just felt like the Usos from the very beginning. There seemed to be a little bit of ring rust there between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. The tactics of the Usos have busted open Kofi Kingston and trying to bust over Xavier Woods really got into the head of the New Day, and the mind games played the part. But the Usos are the Tag Team Champions. Remember, Sami Zayn didn't even get involved, although he was there by Roman's request, but he did nothing. He didn't get involved. He didn't do anything. And the Usos are the Raw Tag Team Champions and will be facing Imperium at Survivor Series. And that is it for this week's episode on Monday Night Raw. Next week on week 3, we have 3 incredible matchups as we have the Raw Women's Championship match between Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch. And then we also have a fatal 5-way matchup. That's right, a fatal 5-way matchup between Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Cameron Grimes and Ricochet. The losers of the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal have a chance to get into the Money in the Bank ladder match. They've got to win a fatal 5-way match though, which is extremely difficult to do. And the main event next week will be Roman Reigns versus Keith Lee versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. We are heading ever so closer to Survivor Series, so make sure to drop that like. Remember, we've won week 1. We won week 1. Raw won. Make Raw win again by dropping a like on this video and beating Straight Edge's Smackdown. We are close, edging closer and closer to Survivor Series, where Raw will take down Smackdown, that is for sure. Make sure to drop a like on the video, make sure to tune in next week, and if you want to, make sure to check out Straight Edge's video and see how Smackdown are getting on in their week 2, because I can guarantee you now it won't be as good as ours. We'll see you next week for the Go Home show for Survivor Series. See ya! What a show. Oh, we are smashing it.